welcome back again for the session three or episode three. Uh, we've been talking about the three personality pearls that have three major emotions that from which they spring forth. The first being shame, fear, and anger. Shame is type 2, 3, and 4. Fear is 5, 6, and 7, and anger is 8, 9, and 1. You can see that I'm almost end of the day, pretty tired after a long day today. But let me finish this, sharing this so that you can watch this, and maybe tomorrow I can do some videos on each of these numbers as we see them. So let me share this again. These are the 9 types of human personalities that are expressing itself. And the important thing is that they belong to a family of triad. 8, 9, and 1 belong to the red family, which has the primary emotion as anger. And it's you don't have to feel bad about it. It's anger and passion. Okay. 2, 3, and 4 are green, which is uh, uh, again talking about shame as the primary emotion, and 7, 5, 6, 7 as fear as the primary emotion. So I want to give a quick theology. We know that shame, fear, and anger were all the three were experienced in the garden. Shame were, as soon as Adam and Eve disobeyed God, they they realized that they were naked, and therefore this immediate behavior was to cover up, masking. When God came to them and asked them, "Why are you hiding?" They said, "We are hiding because we are afraid," experience of fear. Why? Because they know that the guilt that produced shame is now the consequence of disobedience or violation is is going to be drastic. It could be death. And so they are hiding and dividing and sorting if it is possible. If we can try to understand what happened here and find a way out of here, you know, and you can see that how they're scheming and saying, oh, maybe we can blame. So blaming is the shift of anger that they're experiencing because of the sense of loss. Sadness is often expressed in terms of anger, and the loss of the presence of God and the loss of the relationship with God, being ripped apart from God, leaves a hole in the heart that they are trying to mask, they are trying to fill with information and knowledge to somehow overcome it by their own effort. And this is causing a lot of anger because now they are able to displace that, saying, the woman made me do it, or the woman saying, Satan made me do it, or serpent made me do it. And you can see the effect of this particular emotion in the next generation when Cain murders Abel out of extreme anger. So it's not that these three are separate, all the three exist together, except that the people who experience shame when there is anger and fear, anger will subside, fear will subside, shame is the last thing to subside. In the blue pearl, there will be anger, fear, and shame, but anger will be gone, shame will be gone, but fear is the last, anxiety and fear is the last thing to leave. The same thing is true for the red pearl. They experience shame and fear and anger together, but shame will go, fear will go, but anger is the last to go. They take a lot of time to release their anger. So the main thing we need to understand here is that people who are driven by instinct, gut, they have that energy of the fire. Unconsciously or consciously, they're driven by a felt sense, a gut sense to respond, to say something impulsively. So you can think of Peter always being the spokesman, jumping ahead and speaking and says things. Oh, we'll build a church here. We'll build a, a you know, what do you call it, a tabernacle here. And they're pushing against and resisting aspects of reality. Blue pearls, on the other hand, are consciously or unconsciously driven by the head, considering, thinking, dividing, analyzing, categorizing, labeling. They want to understand because of fear. The heart, on the other hand, is masking reality. These are heart, emotional, deep emotional need, longing, desire. So when they face reality, they have to appear, you know, with all their emotions. They want to mask that and appear winner or selfless or as one who is, really a victim. Number 4 is a victim. Okay. So quickly, number 1 is trying to be good. Is a rule breaker, rule keeper. Okay, that's a simple way to look at. Let's fix it. Let's perfect it. Let's keep it. Let it keep it good, and bad cannot be tolerated. Number 2 says, I'm selfless. I want to be helpful. I cannot be selfish. I cannot be seen as selfish. I am the one who will serve, even if it costs everything to me. Number 3 says, I got to be the winner. I cannot lose. I have to achieve and I have to show the world that I'm a high achiever, very competitive. I've got to get the gold. I'm a star. I want to steal the show and I want to get it quicker, faster. And I want to make people laugh. And, Hollywood is a typical example of 3 high achievers and dramatic actors. Number 4 is also very dramatic, but they don't need the attention. They don't need to be on Facebook with selfies. They want to go and hide and be wounded, and they want to be the victim, and they want to continue to be the victim, and they will be attracted to other victims and feel wounded, and they will lose all sense of duty with other relationship and withdraw themselves into that deep emotional state. Number 5, on the other hand, is laser focused thinker, deep thought, has a lot of ideas that they never put to practice. They isolate themselves, they can get detached, depressed, and they keep, you know, categorizing, analyzing to almost a paralyzed by analysis. Number 6 is trying to feel secure, therefore, is always looking for support, more information, more facts, more data. They have many doubts that needs to be clarified, and sometimes, they're constantly discerning, but they're very diligent in due diligence, making sure that everything, the boxes are ticked. Number 7 is trying to be happy, never wants to be trapped, wants to have many options at the same time, loves freedom, very spontaneous, fun loving, imaginary, adventure seeking. And number 8, on the other hand, is strong. doesn't like weakness. Weakness has to be eliminated. Want to appear strong. You don't have to tell me I'm strong. I am strong. Nobody has to tell me because I know my way. I'm very clear. Tell me in bullet points. This is the way it is. And I know my way is all the highway. A war in the belly, ready to fight. Number nine, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Because of that, that person retreats and says, I want to be a peacekeeper. You know, I am trying to be peaceful and I don't want any disruption. Any disruption is stressful. Okay, so you see how the masked self, fearful self, and the wounded self are all working in us, but we work out of a particular platform. That's all I'm trying to say here. As we close the session, I want you to know that no matter what primary emotions are, we have all these emotions, we have all these good qualities we do at particular time in certain situations. But we are looking at what are consistent pattern of behavior, and why that consistent pattern of behavior is because of this primary emotion. Okay, I hope this is helpful, and we will try to clarify this so that you can now move from the pearls, which is red, blue, or green, to identifying within the green pearl what is the polarity. Am I a 2, am I a 3, or am I a 4? And this will be very helpful in understanding ourselves so that we can understand each other and have unity in our church or in our teams. Thank you very much.